Greetings. This is Honolulu Blue of HB Cruising with a video on 6 suggestions to help you avoid the crowds on cruise ships. This video was inspired by a post by leading cruise blogger Gary Bembridge. I'll link his original post in the description. Suggestion number 1 is to go out and about on the ship in the mornings, especially on sea days. I have been on over 24 cruises and found that there are fewer crowds in most places in the morning and early afternoon. Suggestion number 2 is to avoid the buffet and choose somewhere else to dine. This is especially true on days when the ship is due to visit a port. There are normally several other options to dine on a cruise ship. It's best to explore those options before getting on board. Suggestion number 3 is to consider room service. All the dining venues on cruise ships can be crowded at standard meal times, so one option to avoid them is to call room service and have your meals brought to you. Depending on the cruise line, there may be a charge for this, so be aware. Suggestion number 4 is to avoid guest services during certain times. Guest services is busiest on embarkation day, disembarkation morning, and the day before disembarkation. If you can avoid them during these times, you can avoid the worst of the crowds and possibly get better service. Suggestion number 5 is to stay in your cabin. The scenery at sea, especially in a cabin with a balcony, is often breathtaking, and the best way to enjoy it without crowds is to stay inside. Suggestion number 6 is to avoid the busiest seasons and ships. Most cruise ships these days are at or very near capacity, so it can be a challenge to avoid the worst of crowds. When to cruise in each region could have a video of its own, but in general, when the fares are cheapest is when the crowds are the fewest. Unfortunately, you will not be able to avoid crowds all the time on a cruise. Indeed, there are times when you want to embrace crowds. You'll have to deal with those situations as best as you can, just like anywhere else. I hope this video was helpful to you. Perhaps I'll see you on a cruise sometime? Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos about cruising, solo travel, and music-themed cruises.